What's up guys, welcome to the video. Today this one is a little bit different. I recorded this game slightly before the season ended and we're going to be playing a new game that I've created called Is It a Win Trader or Not? Anyone who has played in high elo towards the end of a season knows win trading just runs rampant. If you leave your final push for the last week, you are going to be in for some painful games, I tell you that much. For those who don't know, win trading, of course, is the act of intentionally losing a game to allow someone on the enemy team to get the victory. I promise you that it's going to be an absolute roller coaster, so I look forward to reading all your comments and seeing the final verdict of guilty or not. By the way, has anyone been focusing on this game? There is a lot going on right now. I attempted to ward the blue while they were invading the red, as I was assuming that's where the Kindred would start if she got pushed off the red. Then we bumped into this Jinx and it took me a year to kill the motherfucker. His support ended up showing up and saving him. On my way out, I'd be an absolute twat and I aggro the blue buff, which stops the Jinx's recall. There was even a potential to kill her there if she wasn't looking. Kindred ends up starting on that blue buff, so the ward wasn't an entire waste. Rather than pathing to the bot lane, I head straight for that blue. I'm rushing against the clock to beat the Kindred there before she gets it in range of smite. I have to end up splashing just to be able to get in range. This slows down her ability to kill the camp and escape, and it provides more time for our team, who is now collapsing on her, to get in range of an attack. We are missing some critical information here. Because we bumped into that Jinx, we weren't able to view what happened at the red side. We were praying that the Kindred did not have flash. It was a little bit of a gamble, but I assumed because the Kindred died at level 1, it's likely the flash was burnt. So we end up killing the Kindred again. She's now 0-2 and Xin Zhao clears the Gromp on the way out. This is a remarkable start, especially considering the enemy Kindred is the best jungler on our server. This is a challenger tier Kindred. We're not in some low elo game. This is the top of the top. I make the conscious decision to not go to bot lane again. I understand it's hindering our ADC, but it's more important that we shut down this Kindred. We know exactly where he's going to go once his mark. Before we go any further, are you by any chance tired of lagging? Then today's sponsor, Exit Lag, is going to be your saving grace. Once you've downloaded and installed Exit Lag with the click of a single button, you could drastically improve your ping.
Nice!
Exit Lag aims to improve your network by connecting you through optimal routes, preventing problems that haunt gamers such as lag, jitter, and packet loss. This is accomplished through a real-time optimization system that counts on a worldwide server network spread throughout all continents. The software was built on one of the most sophisticated and accurate algorithms in the industry, meant to calculate the most efficient data route. Exit Lag doesn't only help with your ping, the app also boasts features that help optimize your PC lag. It has a built-in data limiter, and it makes it possible to use 2 internet connections at once, giving you an uninterrupted gaming experience should one of them fail. To make things even better, Exit Lag's multiplayer plans really do help a lot. There's duo for 2 users or squad for up to 5 users. So if you're in a family household where there's more strain on your internet, this is going to allow you to lower your ping whilst also lowering the cost. If you'd like to see if your gaming experience can be improved by Exit Lag, download using the link provided in the description and you'll receive a free 3-day trial upon completion. This will give you enough time to see if it's worth spending your hard-earned money. Thanks to Exit Lag and enjoy the video. Kindred, the sneaky snake, does get the mark, but he dies again. That's 3 deaths in 3 minutes. Well, 4 minutes. Another big factor to mention is that Akali got the kill on Kindred. That's her second kill. She solo killed the Annie earlier, so I come to the mid lane to try and equalize. I don't want this massive health gap. Now it's a fair lane, and I head back to the bot lane finally. Obviously, I'm just kidding. I never go to the bot lane. I also just realized that I haven't even mentioned who is the win trader this game, or should I say potential win trader. Today, the suspect that we are going to be analyzing is this Xin Zhao on our team. At this point in the game, you wouldn't think that he's win trading, right? And that's what makes it so suspect. So pay close attention to everything he does in the future. Right there was an absolutely cheeky kill. I knew the Annie had no flash. I stay out of range and execute under the tower and use that to kill her. The time is now 5 minutes and I'm still level 1. It's 5 minutes. I ended up going to the red buff instead of the bot because I know this Kindred. I know he's always going to play for the win, even if it's risky. And that is exactly why he's such a good player. We do end up catching him and getting the kill, saving our red buff. And to top it all off, the Akali's the one that gets both of the kills. Now, for the first time in, let's say, 6 minutes, we finally enter the bot lane. Now, ADC rejoices for the fact that he has a support. He finally has a support, and immediately we use our Hex Flash, land the E onto Jinx, and burn her flash. You're witnessing what makes Sion support so strong this game. The versatility, the ability to abuse the Hex Flash to punish the enemy ADC. They're immobile champions for the most part, and once their flash is down, the very next time we do that play, this ADC is dead. Of course, the other strong aspect of Sion support is that we have a passive that can completely demolish people. By the way, thank you so much for that quality of life update, right? I absolutely love spending 2 seconds in spawn every single goddamn time I spawn. Quickly focus on the Xin Zhao and look where he is pathing. Look where he just pathed. He went straight through the tower into enemy red territory, and he hands over the world's easiest kill to the Kindred. What makes this so weird and suspect is the blue was spawning in 10 seconds. Earlier he was flanking the bot lane and he randomly died under the tower to Kindred. We didn't get to see what happened, but we can only imagine. As I pointed out in the chat, Xin Zhao's being beaten by the Kindred by a mile now. It's not even close, but the problem is, how did that happen? Every single lane was punishing the Kindred. She's died 4 times, or it might even be 5. And at this point, we are now starting to pay attention to what the Xin Zhao's doing because we don't know why he's behind. I looked at his farm and he's got almost nothing. He's got 28 farm to Kindred's 47. What the hell has he been doing? And this gank just about sums up exactly what he's been doing. Forcing terrible, terrible plays and stealing farm from the laners. Yet he's behind farm, I'm not too sure. He's now spent over a minute in this top lane. The gank failed, he stole farm, he stole experience, and Kindred's been doing God knows what while he has been doing nothing up in that lane. Focusing back on our lane, we get an engagement onto the enemy team. I'm still quite underleveled from all the roaming that I did, so Jinx is 6 and I'm 4. Her ultimate completely demolishes me and it gives her a passive reset, but fortunately the Jhin is able to use his ultimate and secures both kills onto the enemy team. Upon respawning, I head into our jungle to get some vision. I know the Kindred wants to invade, and as expected, we have found the Kindred, and it leads into our first substantial team fight. It's a 1-for-1 trade of the jungles, but I get greedy trying to clear this ward. I was expecting the Jinx and Lulu to path straight to the bot lane. I wasn't expecting them to stick around, but in hindsight, I do see there's no wave to catch, so either way, that is what I consider my first mistake of this game. Picking ourselves up off the floor, we head back to the bot lane to clear some wards, and Xin Zhao is actively pinging that he wants to engage here, and given the Jinx's position, it does seem like a good opportunity for a gank. We don't end up getting a kill, but we do get her summoner spells, which is a massive win considering both of us escaped with low health. So once again, the Xin Zhao seems to be playing the game appropriately, I would say. Akali has absolutely taken over the mid lane. She is snowballing hard. I'm trying to ping the Xin Zhao to go for this objective. He's right next to it. He's waiting for the red to spawn, but I think clearly the obvious choice is to get the Void Grubs and the Kindred mark. Getting the red buff it's not that great. You're risking your life, risking the mark too. You should know for a fact that the Kindred is going to be at that red buff or heading towards the mark. So you're going to be in dangerous territory. We could have quickly killed the mark and then started working on the Void Grubs while she decided to go for that red. Instead, he ends up just running into the tower, handing over the kill, but it's so much worse than it looks. If he didn't execute and he wasted Kindred's time by like sitting in the bush, Kindred would have to go and kill him, right? Instead, he executes under the tower without even waiting for enough time to deny Kindred the gold. Plus, she's able to rotate and stop us from taking her mark and the objective. So he fucked everybody over and he gave over the gold. Oh yeah, and if you didn't notice, the Akali's 10 kill lead got given to the Kindred, a 700 gold bounty. I want one of you guys in the comments section to explain to me why we are pathing to the bot lane here. Xin Zhao passes his Raptors, which he could kill almost instantly at this point, and he doesn't farm the camp. He just walks straight past it. Explain to me what is going through his head right there. It's now 15 minutes, and honestly, every single player on our team has given up. We just genuinely do not think the Xin Zhao is trying to win, because you're either a win trader or very bad. But the thing is, no one's this bad. It would have to be crazy for you to be able to get to this elo and be this bad. Even if you were off role, you would know the basic fundamentals of taking camps and farming. And if your team was telling you, stop invading, all you have to do is farm and we'll carry you, you would just do that. You wouldn't just keep forcing these bad plays over and over. It's not like his team members were behind. We had a massive lead in the mid lane. Bot was doing okay, top was doing okay. He didn't have to do anything insane to come back and win this game. He just had to stop forcing bad plays. It also never should have been in a position where we had to come back. With that start, with Kindred dying 4 times, him losing all his buffs, it should have been over. That plus the Fed Akali, it would be amazing if they found a way to come back this game. The game's mostly over at this point, but we gave it our last-ditch effort to try and snake the LP from the enemy team. We do manage to successfully get a shutdown on that Kindred, but unfortunately, as I'm entering our red side jungle, I get completely pounced by the enemy team. Annie ends up popping her ult on me. Keep this in mind. This is important in the next clip. I ping the exact path that they're going to go down and let them know that Annie has no ult. Keep your eye on the Xin Zhao. Why exactly doesn't he immediately jump onto the Annie as soon as the Malphite lands his knockup? She would have immediately been killed, and this would have given them a really good chance at beating them there, because Akali has about 15 kills. It was after that fight that I was pretty confident that we're being traded against. I just don't have a logical excuse to why he wouldn't engage there. Anyway, this is the final team fight of the game. I'm going to let you guys watch it and decide for yourself if you think that this Xin Zhao was win trading or was he just having a bad game. I'm not too sure. I am leaning heavily towards he was win trading, but I mean, there is always a chance that somehow, in some way, he just wasn't playing great. I don't know. He does start BMing everyone at the end of the game, which makes me lean towards that he wasn't win trading. But oh my goodness, what are you doing, bro? How do you fuck that game up? I don't know. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.